Hey ladies, I'm excited to do this video for you today. We're going to be talking about how do you do a career chat with someone. You can either do this on the phone, you can do it in person, but what kind of information do you need to give a woman for her to be able to make a decision? What's some of the verbiage you use, some of the phrasing that is effective, and how do you close it? Those are the things that people always want to know. So I'm going to go through and do it as though I were sitting with someone actually doing it or doing it on the phone. You start out by saying, thank you so-and-so for taking the time out of your schedule to hear a little bit more about Mary Kay. We're excited for you to get this information, but I want you to know this. We do not share this with everyone. We only hand select the women that we share it with. I want you to know that your consultant thinks highly of you in order to refer you to this process. So we're going to ask you a few questions about yourself, give you a little info on Mary Kay, and at the end, we're going to ask for your feedback. And I want you to know that we are going to give you enough information today that you will know whether Mary Kay is something you want to pursue or not. Okay, what we're going to go over first is 7 things about the business side of Mary Kay, and then 7 things about the money side of Mary Kay. So if you have a piece of paper in front of you, go ahead and draw a line down the middle of the page, and we're going to start with the column on the left, and then we'll go to the column on the right. If you don't have a piece of paper because you're driving or that's not available to you, I just want you to know that I'm going to give you these 7 things about the business side, and then I'm going to ask for your 2 favorites. So listen carefully, and as you find out what those are, then be sure that you put those in your memory bank. Okay, 7 things about the business side. The first thing is we have no territories. You can go anywhere in the U.S. and have clients or have team members, either one. So that's exciting to know, because most people have friends and family from other areas. So you'll be able to have team members or clients there. And our personal website is one of the best things for keeping in touch with those women. Mary Kay's our personal website through Mary Kay. So that's number 1. Number 2, no quotas. We don't have any certain amount of product we have to sell, no certain amount of appointments we have to hold, no certain amount of product we have to order. So we have literally no quotas. The only thing you have to do to remain a consultant is you have to place 1 order a year. And I will tell you it's super easy to do that. We'll talk more about the dollars on the other side of the ledger, but right now we're just going to keep it with the business side. So no quotas is number 2. Number 3, God, family, career. This is exciting because Mary Kay knew that most women were not workaholics. We had different priorities than men. It's good that men have the priorities they do, obviously, but we as women, our faith and family comes before our career. And so she said, I want to have a company where a woman can hold to her value system and then also have an executive income opportunity. So when she started her company, that's the way she set it up. One of the ways that plays out is when we do our weekly plan sheet, we plan our time for our spiritual time first, then our family time, and we work our business around that. So that's the God, family, career component. Number 4, the golden rule. Do to other people what you would want them to do to you. And this is sorely lacking in today's marketplace, unfortunately, most businesses. In Mary Kay, though, we adhere to that very strongly. One way that shows is whenever you run into a client who already has a consultant and she knows the consultant's name and she is on our mailing list, so we know she's well serviced, we always refer her back to her consultant to buy products from her. That is something that most companies wouldn't even dream of doing because they're very competitive and cutthroat. Our business is not like that. We also have a fabulous adoptee program where if you're in a different city from your sales director, you are adopted into a local unit where you're able to get training and motivation and support, as well as have the training, motivation, and support from your parent unit. And that adoptive director is not paid 1 penny on you ever. And when Mary Kay started her company, they told her it would never work because people wouldn't do what they weren't compensated for. And the fact is, they do. And then of course our people are taken care of by other sales directors. So that's number 4. Number 5 is flexibility. We are crazy busy women. We have lots going on in our lives, lots of hats that we wear. We are constantly on the go. How exciting to have an opportunity that you can work a business and build a business literally around your life, your family, and your schedule. You are in complete control of when you work, how much you work, and you get to maybe even adjust that from week to week, because some weeks you may have more time available and other weeks you won't. So the flexibility is definitely a wonderful factor. The next one is number 6, be your own boss. Be your own boss is exciting because you are in charge of not only when you work and how much you work, but when you decide you're ready for a promotion, when you're ready for a vacation, all the things that you need to do to keep that God family career in place, you're able to do because you're your own boss. You may decide that you want to take a family vacation and pay for it out of your Mary Kay business. So you can just up your activity, save the money that you need to save, and then at the end of that time, if you decide to go back to doing a different number of appointments a week, you can. You are in charge. So be your own boss is number 6. And number 7 is what we call the 90% buyback guarantee. Mary Kay knew that most people who went into business, and especially most women, were not very excited about taking a lot of risk. So she decided she would take all the risk out of it for us. She will buy back from you at 90% any products left on your shelf that you have purchased within that first year of being a consultant, if for any reason you decide it's not for you. Now I will tell you this, I've had very few women ever take advantage of the 90% buyback. It was really meant to be a safety net for situations that are beyond our control. For example, someone comes down with cancer or dies in a car accident and their family's left with the products on the shelf. That type of situation. Not just I ran into a little bit of money trouble and I need to send my product back to get the refund. So in order to cover herself in the situation, the company will never allow you to become a consultant again if you take advantage of the 90% buyback guarantee. Mainly because those products have to be destroyed. We have no idea where they've been, whether they've been in a temperature controlled environment or not, and so they are destroyed and the company takes a loss. However, it's nice to know it's in place. And I will tell you, I think part of the reason very few women ever take advantage of it is because, number 1, they love it. They want to stay in Mary Kay. And number 2, if they do need to scale back their activity, then just scale back a little bit. You don't have to completely stop your business and send your products back. You still want all the advantages of being a consultant, which we'll talk about on the money side in a minute. And so they're able to do that and make it fit their family and their situation without actually sending the products back to the company. But it's an option. So that's the 90% buyback guarantee. So tell me, which of those 7, which are your 2 favorites? You like the flexibility and the 90% buyback. Tell me what you enjoy most about those. Based on what she tells you, you might want to say a sentence or 2 in response to that so that you can kind of reaffirm her and reaffirm the excitement she's feeling about those options. Many times people will make the comment, I can't pick. There's so many, they're all good. So that's what you're going to do on the business side. Now we're going to go to the money side. There are 7 ways we make money in Mary Kay, and I want you to know that there are more women in our company that make over $100,000 a year than any company in America. And part of the reason for that is because we have 7 ways we make money. When I was working as a teacher, I had 1 paycheck and it came once a month. If I wanted to have extra money for a bill that needed to be paid that was not expected or something like that, it was too bad. I had to take it out of the family budget and wait until the next month to get paid. The way our business works, you are able to generate income through 7 different ways, and the nice thing about it is a couple of the ways are instant. So whenever you have an appointment, you're paid immediately. It's like a payday every time you have an appointment. Let's go over the 7 ways, the money side of it, and have you tell me your 2 favorites at the end. Okay, the first way we make money is through facials. A facial is where you sit down with one woman or possibly 2. We call that a double facial. It takes about an hour and 15 minutes to do, and the average sales are about $100 to $150. Half of that is our profit. Not bad profit for an hour and 15 minutes. A facial can be done in a very small time frame. So they're great for busy women because you can, fit an hour and 15 minutes in lots of different places in your day or in your week for sure. So facials are positive for that reason. Number 2, parties. The same exact procedure. We do everything pretty much identical to a facial. It's just more women. 3 to 6 are sitting down with you versus 1 to 2 in a facial. A party on average is going to take you 2.5 to 3 hours. The average sales are $250. And again, half of that is your profit. So facials is number 1, parties is number 2. Number 3, as you do facials and parties, you're going to meet new clients who then wash their products down the drain every night. So number 3 is reorders, getting paid over and over and over for work that you did previously. We love our reorders. If you will take care of your clients, you will be amazed at how they stay with you for life. And they'll refer their friends and family to you too. So reorders are a wonderful way to really up your income without a lot of extra effort. Again, a personal website with Mary Kay is a great way for you to help maintain that client base. So that's number 3. Number 4 is team building. Team building is what we're doing right now. We're giving you information about the Mary Kay business. And like I mentioned earlier, we do hand select who we share this information with. We're looking for women that we like, women that we believe in, women that have a vision for their lives, that want to do more and have more than they are currently. And team building is exciting in Mary Kay because we're mentoring women to success. And we are not a multi-level company. We have a dual marketing plan. In a multi-level company, generally you buy the products from another consultant and she makes a little money on you. She buys them from the person above her and the person above her buys them from the company, let's just say as an example. You're making money on each other. We don't do that. We all buy the products at 50% off directly from Mary Kay from day 1. So it doesn't matter if you've been in a day or 25 years, you're buying it at 50% off from the company. We do not buy products from each other ever. So the team building commissions are paid out of Mary Kay's side of the profit. And Mary Kay pays us to train and help motivate the sales force because she knows that she can't do that. The team building commissions are paid based on the number of team members you have and how productive they are. So that's team building. Number 5 is tax advantages. We are self-employed, so we are able to deduct from our taxes many things that you're already paying for. Your cell phone, your internet access, a portion of your home if you have an office in your home, mileage. There's a lot of tax advantages to owning a business in your home, and your accountant will be able to give you your specific advantages that you can add to what you're already doing for tax breaks. But I can guarantee you it's going to make a difference in what you get to keep in your pocket. If you're working another job, it'll offset some of the taxes that you maybe are paying in already, and you'll get more of that back. So your tax advantages are number 5. Number 6, the car program. We love the car program because when you think about it, aside from your home, your car is the biggest expense you ever have. So your car, when you think of your payment, your insurance, your maintenance, your oil changes, your tires, all the things you have to do to maintain that vehicle, and you think about always having a car that's under warranty. You get a new one every 2 years. Mary Kay pays the tag and title and about 80% of the car insurance. You can drive it unlimited miles, so you can drive it for personal as well as business. And for some reason you don't want the car, you say, I love what I'm driving, I'm not excited about the car, they give you what they call a cash option, where you can take cash instead of the car. So $375 a month, all the way up to $900 a month for the cash option. It depends on which car you've earned as to which amount it's going to be, but how exciting that you have that as a choice. I figured out one time a few years ago that it had saved our family $500,000 at that time, between the new cars, the payments, the insurance, the maintenance that you never have to do anymore, all of that. That is a huge difference in our family budget. So I want to encourage you not to underestimate that. So there's the car program, and then the last one is prizes. Most women don't realize they even enjoy prizes because they never win them. So how could you enjoy them? What I found in Mary Kay though is the prizes are just that added little incentive for us to reach for a goal, maybe to go for something we've never done before. We win everything from things for our home, designer purses, jewelry, kids' toys. We can win diamond rings over the period of a year. We have quarterly prizes that are a little smaller, and then we have large ones. Diamond rings, you can earn trips. So many wonderful things that are available for us as consultants and sales directors. So that is the last avenue of income. So what are your two favorites on the money side? And then they'll give you their feedback. Again, you want to make 2 or 3 comments about each one they've mentioned, and maybe ask another question in the area. For example, if they said the car program is really one of my favorites, maybe ask the question, tell me, could you see yourself driving a freight car? Does that excite you? What difference would that make in your family budget? Would you take the cash option or the car? Just ask a few questions, engage them at that point in the conversation. Then you say, okay, good, I've got the feedback from you, and I want to tell you one more thing, and that's how you get started. We all start with a starter kit. It's $100 plus tax and shipping. It comes UPS from Mary Kay in a couple of days, and your starter kit has over $400 in retail size product in it. So you're able to immediately go out and do a makeover if you want to. There's enough even samples in there for about 30 faces. So you're able to really get started in your business. Once you replenish the items in the starter kit, they're minimal in cost, and so you're able to, start your business for $100. Most businesses, thousands of dollars to start. In Mary Kay, they keep it at $100 because they don't want any woman to not be able to start because of money. Because we all know we blow $100 at Walmart. We think we're going in for 2 things, and we come out with $90 worth, and we go, what happened? My shopping cart blew up in Walmart. So starting your business and taking the risk on yourself, if you want to think of it that way, is so minimal. You can write it off, your taxes, you can use your products yourself out of your starter kit, and you've started your business, so it's all good. So let me ask you now at this point, tell me, do you have any questions we haven't covered? Answer the questions they bring to you. Okay, let me ask you this. On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being no interest, 10 being, I think I'd really like to get started in a Mary Kay business. Where would you put yourself today, right now that we've told you this information? If she says that she is under 5, then I would usually think that this person is someone that you need to continue to layer, definitely. Maybe invite her to a guest event. Ask her if she would like to get together for a makeover, maybe when we have new colors. That would be the type of thing you would want to do with someone that's had this information and is just not really over a 5. Anybody over a 5 is generally someone who is genuinely interested for now, and there's something holding her back. So you want to ask the question, Tell me what would move you from a 6 to a 10. What questions would you need answered? What would need to happen to move you from a 6 to a 10? And then you might ask her this. Tell me, I can tell that you have some interest and you also have some reservation. So give me an idea of what your reservation is first. And that's where she's going to give you an objection if she has one. Maybe it's time. Maybe it's money. Maybe it's what would my husband say. So that's the first one. The second one is tell me what excites you about it. How would your life change if you became a consultant? Then you will be able to tell by her questions, by the way she's talking to you, is this someone that probably would be ready to do it right now? Or not? Or do I need to give her just a little bit more time? That part of it is really more of an art than a science. So I'm not going to be able to do a lot of training on that in this video, but I do want to tell you this. If she says, you know, I really am thinking about it, but I'm not sure I'm ready to do it, then you want to give her what we call the pink pillow test. And you simply say, okay, I tell you what, let's have you take the pink pillow test. That's where you go home, think about it tonight, see how you sleep. If you keep thinking about who could I facial, who might I be able to share the opportunity with, how would it feel to win a free car? If those type of questions are going through your head and they keep going through your head, then you just need to give it a try. It's not like it's an irrevocable contract like getting married. It's something that you are able to make a decision on, and then if for some reason it's not for you, it's not a big deal. There's ways that you can be a minimal consultant if that's what you choose to do, or even stop being a consultant. So don't let fear of can I do it stop you. If you don't think about it from between now and tomorrow when we talk again, then it's probably not for you. If you have no thoughts really between now and then about it, then it's probably not for you. So let's set a time up to check back with you tomorrow, see how you slept, see how the pink pillow test went for you, and then we'll see where you are then. How's that sound? Let me look at my schedule. Could you do tomorrow afternoon? You could. How about around 1 o'clock we give you a call back? Now I want to tell you, this is important for you to know. Either way is good. If you decide no, being a consultant is not for me, we will still love and embrace you as a fabulous Mary Kay customer. If you say yes, I'm excited to get started, I want to do this, we will embrace you as a fabulous new consultant. It's all good. So don't hesitate either way. It's just whatever's right for you. And we just want you to know we've given you this information because we believe in you. We have watched you and seen qualities in you that we believe would be successful in Mary Kay, and we would love to work with you. So we'll talk to you tomorrow and see what you say.